Well, good morning. Having a little bit of dryer issues today. Come on, baby. Heat up. Okay, so the dryers, they run out of corn at night and they shut off. And I've always had a rule, try to keep the dryer running. Once it starts, they don't like to start again. So, of course, it doesn't want to start again. For some reason, the dryer burner is only wanting to come up to about 66 degrees versus the 210 to 180, what I want it to be at. Come on. You can do it! I think it can do it. It's having a hard time doing it. Should not take a half an hour for that burner of 80 degree temperature to reach a 180 degree burner. That's what I want the inside of the dryer at 180 degree temperature. Oh, there's an issue with the gas valve. It's got to be a gas valve again. Or solenoid something. I've been out tapping, banging. I don't know. Gonna have to call the dryer doctor. But the guys out in the field are continuing to make progress, plus talking a lot on the radio. It is what it is. Well, thanks for asking. How cold was it last night, you asked? Well, it got down to 9 above. Yeah, that's pretty cold. And I don't know, a lot of guys, once again, interested in the mat. Just rubber, I say, with 6-inch holes drilled in it out of a live bottom trailer. So, we're full, and the new bin is half full. And we've got about, I don't know, 4 days left of harvest. I'm not saying a word. Oh, some more tornado damage. Look at this. Yeah. All green corrosion. When the roof decided that it didn't want to be part of the building anymore, everything down here, as you know, got rain down in here. Well, so the sensophone, which calls me up. Yeah, that calls me when the dryer shut off. And it was a nice option when it worked. But that's on order. Hasn't got here yet. But the dryers have not been causing any issue at night while they're running. But to get them fired back up, anyway, this east one is it's a rascal. 82 degrees now. So for you that don't know how the corn gets up into the bends and all around, semis, they dump it in the dump pit, goes up these 2 augers into the conveyor, which is drag conveyor. I forget what that is, 60 feet, something like that. Goes all the way up to the grain leg. Up the grain leg, or to the grain leg, dumps in it, all the way up to the top. Then you have a distributor that you choose what spout that the grain will flow down to, and there is a spout to all of the grain bends, except for the bends that are far enough away that the spout does not have a sharp enough angle for the grain to flow down. So then you have roof augers or the double runs, what we call them. Something ain't right. So once it is in the bin, then you turn the fans on, cool it back down, because the grain dryers will heat the corn up to get rid of the moisture. We want the corn to be 14.5, 15% moisture for optimum keepability. Is that the right word? Well, that's, and then we always core out the centers of the bins, which I went over, I think, excuse me, a few days ago. But then we take those cores out, put in a separate bin, and keep a closer eye on them. And those bushels are definitely out of here as soon as possible, because they're a little harder to keep in condition. But 95, we're getting there slowly. Okay. Hey, that's right, I'm going out there. I'm gonna go out there, get another sample, because I've just started up the auto. I've gone to auto on the dryer master, and it says auto first load. I don't think I'm supposed to be really doing what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go check it. I may not push the green button to actually calibrate it, but I'm going to see what the orange tester is in comparison to the outlet. So I'm just going to double check that those two are reading the same. You know, working one-handed again. Doing it all for you guys. Well, there went the profit. Maybe next year. Come on. Now we're close. That's not too bad for just starting the dryer up. So we'll give it a little bit more time and redo the test. Once I get this, I go over, I should say get the results, and I go over here and I have to go through some calibration stuff. Well, anyway, I can't show you until I'm ready. So you'll have to wait. Because I like to watch it, you're gonna too. One more time. I almost missed it. Gotta love it. So I've taken my test. Come up 15.7. I question the accuracy of that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna calibrate. Outlet sample, yes. I'm going to enter 15, actually it was 15.6, so I'm going to do that. There, now it's going to rethink, and it should be good to go. That's how you calibrate the Dryer Master 510. Well, I broke free from the electrical shack, dryer shack. Busted out. You're never going to catch me. Heading east. Well, I'm sorry I couldn't take you with me on the way over to the other farm, way over east. With the, I took the fertilizer cart. I think it recorded that portion when the battery went dead. And no, I don't carry extra GoPro batteries in my pocket. But I might have to start if I gotta keep doing this stuff. So I am now going back to the field where they are harvesting corn. And I'm going to take over for Eric, so I'll be running the grain cart, the John Deere, if you are wondering, and Eric's going to go spread fertilizer to try to keep the tillage going. So, we'll see how much grain cart and corn I spill. Well, I can about imagine what are the words. The words? The words wouldn't be good, I'm sure. But the thoughts, those are also, I'm sure, not good. But we are in that field that I believe I had to come back for, and it was maybe 5 times. I've forgotten to get it planted. It got so wet. or the moisture got to be re-wetting so often that I was unable to complete this field. So it took 4 or 5 times to get it done, and each time I would plant from a different side or do something different because I knew I wasn't going to get it all. So, well, let's just say there's many choices to be made out here for the combine operators, and it's not been so efficient out here, but it is what it is. I had to do this spring what I had to do, and they're going to have to do what they have to do to get a combine. So I'm stuck out here again with the grain cart, trying to relearn what I used to know, and not all of that is true because obviously I never used to have stuff like this when I was yes, what's the word? Less brain locked. I was more youthful. There we go. Yeah, we had a 5,000 Imperfect 5,000, which actually was 500 bushel. Had duals on the cart, which the duals were the type that stuck way out past the tractor duals, and only those of you that know what that means understand that. Let's just say you had to be very choosy to unload your grain cart, because you could clear all the semi-lights right off the side of that with that big dual hanging out. But we never did have any issues with it, but it certainly was a challenge. Just like it is up here now. We're coming into some situations. Yeah, there also might have been a couple of different AB lines used to plant the field, because I came back and, well, let's say that we used to farm this half section in 2 or 3 different fields. Now we're doing it all in one. And I think I planted what we call north of the driveway.
I'll take you on the north end here. I'll come find you before I break through.
They're talking. 10-4 coming. Well, anyway, we call the field north. One field north of the driveway, one field south of the driveway. And, well, there was, excuse me, there was, between the times that we went out there, I chose north of the driveway instead of south of the driveway, and so when I got to the middle of the half section, mile-long rounds, the 2 AB lines didn't match up, and then I started sweating a little bit, you know, when you break out in that hot, feverish, yeah, that's what I did, and I knew then that I was going to get in trouble once the combiners got here, but okay, that's me mumbling some more. Didn't explain it very right, but there might be 2-3% of you that understand what I'm talking about. I'm out. I just so happen to be lucky enough that they are on those 2, or on that strip right now, where the 2 AB lines actually are meeting up, and I haven't heard any chatter on the radio, but I'm sure he's thinking it. It's no row of shame, but it's 5 rows of humbling material. We're gonna go with that. Okay, right now I am unloading Brody here. We're cutting through a new path along the edge of the field. I'm unloading him. Chet is leading 12 rows away from the edge of the field. When he fills up, he's going to stop, back up to the side a little bit. Brody then will come up to him, back up. The 2 combines will switch. And then I will unload Chet as he takes over the rows that Brody has been doing. That way we keep everything moving. And hopefully we don't play bumper cars or demo derby. You know, John Deere, you guys should really think about putting an unload auger on a combine that can unload from either side. That'd be awesome. That'd really be awesome.
We'll have one loaded up there.
So they are switching positions now. Hopefully Chet has enough common sense now not to get too close to Brody so that my poor tractor don't have to suck in all of his dust. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. Yeah, we're plenty close to this dust-making machine ahead of me. Chet, could you slow down a little bit? Be nice to drop back just a few feet here. Well, I'll tell you, grain cart drivers out there, the trick to put distance between, if you have two combines, as a grain cart operator, you just slow the throttle down a little bit and don't look back at the combine. Chances are he's not going to waste the grain and not dump it into the cart, so it's one way of slowing him down. It's all about the little tricks, you know, the little tricks. Now, am I going to have enough room to make it to the other end of the field here where the trucks are, or have we boxed ourselves in? 70,000 pounds. I got another 40,000 room. We'll see. Well, now we're playing with down trees and tipped over trees, slanted trees. That thing there has been tipped over a little bit, so now the whole darn thing is hanging out there. Oh boy. Oh man, that gets so sketchy in the corners. Too much action for me. I'm going to unload. Made it. 87,000 pounds. To the truck we go.
There's a coon staring up at me.
He's in our tile line.
Yeah, second one this year. Oh, that scared me. Holy cow.
Look down in.
He went that way. Show them.
You can see how they've been chewing their cement tile, but there's plastic down there that he's been eating. That's good for it.
I don't want to, put him to rest down in there. He'll die and plug it up. We need some Swedish fish. Yeah, they like that candy.
Come here, little coon. Oh, well, here's the profit.
That's good profit.
That's a nice one. This is good corn down
That's
in this
only
bottom.
a little shorter than the ones on my field.
I had to get out and look because the way he jumped and ran away from the inlet, I knew there was something exciting out there. Too bad I couldn't. Too bad it ran up the line. Can't see it. Dust! Run, Eric, run! Well, that actually worked out pretty well there. Normally on big cement ones, like I've said in previous videos, you can't drive over them unless they're center of the combine or out past the tracks. Brody has a big issue with his big wide tires, like he generally always has to cut around them. This one went right down the center, so on we go, on we go. The hiccups. Look at that beautiful corn coming in. Should clean my window so you could actually see something. These are some big, big rolly hills here. Got to back her down when going up it, even though the combine adjusts for hill terrain. I mean, it's really steep. You can't expect it to stay in the machine if you're bombing up these hills. Yeah, I suppose I'll turn around, head back until Brody's done with that strip. Is it pulling hard to get up that hill?
5 miles an hour.
5 miles an hour. Yeah, so James is running the big cart, and because that's what we trained him in on, running the quad. So Eric's back to the 9RX till Brian can get back. Hopefully tomorrow he'll be back. I loaded him heavy on the back, sitting at that tile inlet. He pulled up too far. We got to get more on the nose because the hitch bloop, up against the hammer strap. That ain't that big of a deal, but we really try to avoid doing that. I don't know if it's good on the weigh bar. So this is one of the fields that we came back and planted in like four or five different times. We planted in this half section. We started on the east side, did what we could, came back as it got drier and drier, and I'll show you a couple of these spots out here. Right there is one of them that we had to plant around. Over there, you guys probably can't see it, but there's a couple more just little spots that have literally never caused an issue ever. Might be a little wet, but never had to plant around them. This year was just, it's a struggle. And to dissect the way that it was planted, obviously you want to combine, stay on the, what we call the master rows, but when he plants around obstacles, and if he plants over what he's already planted, the planter shuts off the rows. So if I say I'm on that pass, and pretty soon the planter starts shutting off, and now I'm at a dead end, basically. So it's really hard to dissect the direction of which he planted it. But we're doing our best. We're doing our best. It's definitely not efficient out here. But it's a big field, so where we're not efficient, the acres per day still will get up because we don't have to do headlands and stuff. We finally broke through to the mile-long rounds, and we have got the rookies working. James is just, you can just tell how stressed out he is. Mile-long rounds, they're in charge of directing which end they want the truck to. I have to step in every once in a while because they get confused. But Dad loaded a truck on that end and is now half full heading back to Brody.
I figured it out. I was in the wrong spot.
Oh, he's trying to control a dryer from his phone from that dryer master. He just figured it out. Look at him go! Doggo! Eric went spreading fertilizer again because we were close to home and we don't need 4 truck drivers.
Man should be asked to do 15 things at once.
Don't know if a man should be asked to do 15 things at once. Just put your phone away and focus. Focus!
Why don't I change the dryer? Speed it up my phone!
Oh, by the way, I'm almost full again. Hurry up! What happened right here, Doggo? It's a side hill.
It was unbelievably moist. Terribly moist. Slippery, slimy moist. Think I'm gonna make this hill with this big John Deere?
I don't know, you're loaded up pretty good. Go straight up. I got empty enough. Go get Brody.
10-4.
Oh, look at how slow he's going. He's gonna stall it. He's gonna stall it. I'm gaining on him. Oh, look at how thin this is. Oh, this is...
My goodness, she's digging. Spinning her.
I go.
You need 6th gear, all the way down to 6th gear. Where's the truck?
Oh my, I was gaining on him. You know the grain carts are busy when the combine drivers have time to move their own tile flags. Which, I guess, is okay to get out. Haven't got out much today, my legs feel it. The ground is so hard. You have to put it in the same hole it comes out of, otherwise you never get it back in the ground. Check some head loss here. Comparisons. So right here would be Brody with his harvest sweeps. I'm actually having a hard time finding some. Alright, I found a couple. One, two, three, four. 5, 6, 7. 7 in maybe a 2 by 3 foot area. Behind the gearing hof. Now this is not the head's fault. This is just what the kit on the other one is supposed to be saving head loss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 in a 1 foot area. Hey, Jimmy! That was a really quick and sloppy way of doing that, but it is noticeably less head loss. That is a kit that I really, really like it. I think we should have had that years ago.
Who's gonna put a frickin' stoplight in here? This corner here is busy.
What's a stoplight in the field approach? Talk about dropping it in from the sky. Look at that. he's looking over his shoulder. I'm talking about my unload auger being about 40 feet above your cart.
Well, that's what you're getting at. And you go the other way and it's just about in the cart.
Another spot planted around. You can see here as he come that direction, going that direction, and just raised up and bailed out. Probably was plugging stuff. Oh, just a reminder of how horrible it was this spring. Oh. So if you look closely, right here's where his planter wheels were dragging and no corn grew. Right here is where he was burying the 9RX, and he raised, and I don't know if you can see the giant ruts right there. Then he lowered it to try to get the wheels to not bury themselves. Then he raised it and shrunk her through, and then he kept on planting. This looks like it was fun right here for you, Duggo.
Oh, beautiful is what it was. Horrible.
It was horrible. You know, I never thought we needed folding corn heads until we have them. I honestly thought, oh, yeah, we got a folding corn head, but we probably won't use it all that often. Once you get it, we pretty much fold it after every field, just because one car is worth not being really wide, and then also mailboxes and signs. It's so easy not to worry about it and just bomb down the road. This wide is actually narrower than the combine. Brody's way wider with his wheels, but yeah, I really dig the folding corn head. You'll use it way more than a guy thinks you would. Coming in hot to the corner. The only thing is you can't really see much. You gotta kind of keep your head lower, and then when you first leave the field, a lot of trash blows up and whirls. Visibility can be an issue, but we haven't crashed yet, so I don't think we're gonna. Well, another 340 acre day done today, which is awesome, huge. Moving through the acres quick, really quick. Anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the fall videos. I know we are enjoying making them, and please share and like and subscribe. Anyways, I believe that's the end of the video. We're gonna pack everything in the shop for the night. Another 20-degree night coming, and the more stuff we can have in, the better it is on equipment, and don't have to worry about stuff not starting. You never know. So anyways, thanks for watching. See you next time.